Thanks for joining me. Travis here again from the Knife Joker YouTube channel. We will keep coming at you with new product videos, overviews, quick views, and personal opinions, as well as sometimes we'll go back and review an older model, something I like that I think still pertinent. If you do refer to the Travis Van Way YouTube channel, our other affiliate channel, some of these reviews have already been done. It's like this Akuchi. So yeah, refer to that Travis Van Way channel. Be sure to give us a like and a subscribe here at the new Knife Joker YouTube channel. And now back to today's show, or what we're going to look at today anyway. Really just wanted to do look at this knife again, the Reate K-3. Reason being, hasn't been done here on the Knife Joker channel, and I did do it over on the Travis Van Way channel, but I think the lighting and possibly the sound was a little bit off, a lot of it off possibly, and just wanted to kind of look it over again for a few reasons. Really, one, it's one of my favorite models, and then secondly, it's sort of pertinent, as in these are still for sale and in stock at a few places, so we do have them at the Knife Joker also. But yeah, beyond that, it was just one of my favorite models, and I thought initially with the lighting and the sound on the other channel, well, the old sound was kind of probably left a lot to be desired. Of course, there's probably some great reviews already by some other big YouTube people, I don't know, Jim Scale, I don't know, whatever. I'm sure some other YouTubers have done great reviews on this, but if you do want to see more about it, or my personal opinion, here we go. I still think they're fun to look at. You see, I mean, this one, these are just my user K3s, and well, I mean, I have used this one pretty hard. Two blade styles, and really the handle shape being the same thing. Go ahead and back up to square one here. Normally, that bead blast titanium, that titanium backspacer sticking up proud of the liners there. You can see, hopefully you can see, this being polished right here on the edge with bead blast down inside. Polished there on the edge. Gives it kind of a two-tone look there on the back. Of course, this is my user. When you have this knife, you keep noticing more things about it. I mean, I did. And one of my friends was telling me the same thing. Like, I think we all see everything about it at first, but as you have it for a long time, you keep noticing even more and more cuts and cutouts and contours, just making it, well, pretty darn cool and really ergonomic, actually. When I first saw that online, I thought it was crazy. It was my first initial impression of it, was it was crazy. Of course, this drop point version being the same thing. That carbon fiber insert done pretty well. Really well. Just slightly recessed inside the titanium. Yep, these are my users, so little marks here and there, marks here and there. Titanium screws and pivot as well. One of these things about this, well, there's so many things to point out. I was going to say, one of the things about the K3 really like is that flipper tab. A lot of the Reates have a push button and a light switch flipper tab. Well, this one's just really a light switch flipper tab, one way to open it, kind of, and not really a 45-degree angle, but it's a nice angle. It's one of my favorite flipper tabs from Reate, and I think it's one of my favorite flipper tabs, period. You see that jimping is just done really well. Super precise, just 3 jumps there. Seems to work great. Well, not to get into the blade yet, but I wanted to point out, as one of the things I was noticing over time, you know, I knew this had a little cutout there, well, a bevel to go in your pocket, but it's a really well-shaped bevel to where, see that, how that pocket clip angles up? Makes it real easy to get out of your pocket. Of course, that ceramic ball works great. A little bit of a spring clip. So this pocket clip has been great. Look, I mean, super strong. Contoured perfectly. Ceramic ball. Try to, well, I'm not going to shut up completely, but I'll try to shut up about that. I like this knife a lot. Let's look at that blade. Let's look at that jimping. I mean, the same jimping as on the flipper tab, but sorry, shaking around. Just super precise. Way more precise than some other companies have done. You can see those holes in the blade like a, well, I'm not sure what kind of a finish is down in there. Definitely a little rough finish. So once again, that makes that area stand out. Of course, this blade coming in Carpenter's version of the M390, the 204P, and it's a great steel. It has been good for me anyway. Definitely cut myself with it a few times. Well, not this knife, but the 204P in general. Definitely cuts skin great, and it stays pretty well sharp. Not too bad to sharpen. Of course, these blades ride on ceramic ball bearings. So, like I said, they vary slightly out of the box. But one of the things I liked about this one was it was just super drop shut. Well, not too drop shut, but there it goes. Meaning it has a little bit of tension. Feels good. Of course, that could vary over time or a little slightly out of the box. There's that centering on that Reate knife. Just darn near perfect. So once again, super solid. You got that, well, that stop pin right there. And just super solid. No blade play, of course. Don't think I ever had blade play in a Reate knife unless the pivot was loose. Once that's tightened up correctly, that's what you're going to expect. So in hand, oh, I got that large size hand. I think it's about a 3.7 inch blade. We'll get a good measurement on it here in a minute. I like to just randomly fire off my thoughts when I'm doing these reviews. No set process. Oh, it's good. It's great in my large size hand. I like to hold the hand knife like this mostly, probably. No choil, or you can't choke up on it. But yeah, from right here. Oh, another thing to notice. Somebody was saying it looks like you broke the tip and ground it off or whatever. They do have that kind of that clip point right there at the end. I didn't get too good of a shot of it. Kind of that clip point right there at the end. Just kind of angles down and makes a real thick tip. You can see how thick it is just this far from the tip. So super strong. Of course, these being a flat grind, so it's not super thin there behind the edge either. Although I've cut pretty well with it. You know, maybe it's not the best, whatever, slicer in the world. Let's check this one out. As opposed to saying all that now. Once again, possibly we already broke the tip off and ground it down, but no. I think intentionally done that way just makes a super strong tip. Not too great of a shot there either. But pretty strong tip. This Tonto being a shorter, kind of a saber flat grind there. Super strong on the tip. That's why I like to take this one to work to beat on it or whatever. And the back section here, well, now we have the hollow grind So you have that thinner section to just really slice with here on the Tonto version of the K3. One of the great things about this Tonto. And then after having this K3, the crazy shaped handle, and well, it was to me, I said that when I first saw it, and the blade shape ends up being one of my favorite knives, period. To have, to use, to look at, to play with, all the above. So, well, giving you my opinion of the K3, as well as showing it. There they are, 2 K3s. But one of the other reasons to really probably like the K3 might be the variety that, well, I don't know if it's still available. It was available before. I like the K3 kind of a lot. So, end up being, yeah, that Mokutai was available. And, well, I like this one. So, ended up being another drop point there. Mokutai, obviously a little bit more money, but a little bit more satisfaction in just staring at it. Or maybe showing it to somebody. They don't really expect that coming out of your pocket, probably. And, well, it's fun to look at. So, a little bit more weight on the Mokutai. Obviously, just more heavier than that carbon fiber. Not too bad. Oh, we'll get a weight on them here too. Didn't measure them or weigh them yet. I'm just randomly firing. Let's see. Another reason just why I like the K3. Of course, there's all kinds of versions of Mokutai. And, well, this one was hard to resist. So, ended up being, yeah, pretty cool K3s. And this one's just not quite as drop shut, but I've never played with it. Never really tried to oil it or anything yet. Just, there it is. And, oh, last but not least, whatever, they did come in the Damasteel version too at one point. So, you could get that Damasteel blade if you prefer Damasteel. I couldn't resist one myself. Damasteel Tonto K3. So, why like the K3? Possibly showed you a couple reasons why. Of course, never weighed one or got a measurement on one. Let's go ahead. We'll get it out now. Yeah, let's get a measurement. We'll weigh one up. See what they weigh. Don't expect it to be too light. I'm gonna say 4.6, but I'm just guessing. Could be close to 5. Never know. Oh yeah, 5.5. So yeah, over 5. I guess. Pretty used to carrying them. I like a big knife anyway. So yeah, 5.5, and then for a Mokutai version, probably just a little bit more. Yeah, 5.9-ish. Should get a measurement on one of these blades, maybe. I think they're about 3.7. Let's find out. Could be 3.8. It's gonna be right in that range. Well, yeah, probably about 3.8 on these K3 here. And get it centered. See, just under 9, about 8 3/4 inch long. So there's the measurements, but I don't know. I just like to pick them up and feel them in hand and show them there in hand. The specs can all be looked up. I probably should get the specs up there in the corner, but... Well, thanks for joining me here on the Knife Joker YouTube channel. If you do like what you see, please give us a subscribe. Maybe you'll see some, the new knives coming out. Some of the old knife reviews. You can check up that Travis Fanway YouTube channel just for a couple of the newer videos that are still up over there. And we'll see you next time.